Three, two, and one. Good afternoon, Internet, people of Earth. The time is 12:10 on November 20th, 2022. This is the Catr and Kenard podcast, episode 25. I am one of your hosts, Chris Kenard, along with my good friend, the Catr, Michael Friedman. Sir, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Um, I don't know, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with you today. It's been 25 episodes of this thing we've created together, spearheaded by yourself and brought to life by the two of us. And I'd like to know how you feel after 25 episodes of the Catr and Kenard podcast.
Okay, I'll tell you after this episode's over.
No,
Uh,
no, no, don't do. Well, obviously, yeah, but like
I'm being
after all this
literal. I
time,
was just kidding.
yeah, after all this time, is it still fun?
It doesn't feel like 25.
It's been 2 years. You know that?
Yeah,
Almost three.
yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, living abstraction. Is that who
So
you're
yeah,
referring to?
yeah,
He's our fan of the show.
probably the best film we have.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk music. I really am.
Stupendous. So for those who have been keeping up with the streams on this channel, in addition to this show, I've been talking to people like the Living Abstraction, um, creative people like Vina from Subtle Smile, and I have to like give a lot of credit to the music podcast over at The Ringer when they were doing their 2012 song draft. And so I reached out to the Living Abstraction. I'm like, dude, like we should attempt something similar. And that formula has worked out pretty well. I'll be linking up with Vina next year. We'll be talking about stuff from 2020. And LA and I are gonna probably do something in early December in regards to 2013. But for me and the Catr, I thought we should do something special for our 25th episode and just look back on songs and music we loved when we were younger. 5 years ago, for myself, I would ask the Catr to reveal his wizened age, but I know he's a little older than myself.
That's a
And
little
so
bit.
I'm like, yeah, let's compile 25 songs. I compiled 10. The Catr compiled 10, and we reached out to some extended family to help us create this list. And before we get started on it today, we still have a few things to uh discuss before that we brought up last week. On episode 24, the Catr recommended me Mascara by Deftones, and I asked him to listen to Vibe With Me by Gold Necklace last week. Michael, would you like to start or should I?
Um, I honest, I honestly don't. I did listen to it. So I'll think about it while you go first.
Okay. You know what? Since we're being honest today, I'll be honest as well. While I was getting ready to set up today's stream, I realized I had not listened to Mascara. And so while I was waiting for you to come into the when I was waiting for you to get ready, I put the song on. And I got through half of it when we attempted to go live the first time. But once you need a little more time to get ready, I listened to the rest of it.
Oh,
And it's territory that feels familiar to me, but it is not one of my favorite songs from the release. I think My Own Summer is
from the
probably gonna
release.
well from the album, like
So you've
I
heard Around the Fur.
I have not heard the entire album. The only song I've heard really is Be Quiet and Drive Far Away and My Own Summer. And I think My Own Summer personally will be my favorite song from the release. But Mascara, like it is not by any stretch of the imagination a bad song, but no, I don't think I would
I don't recommend bad songs.
oh, of course not. I'm just saying, like in general, I don't think it's a bad track, and but I don't think I'd return to it on my own time. But I still think I still need to like give the entire project a full listen to at some point in time. What made you choose this song specifically, considering like there's a lot of good Deftones records, like the standout songs, but like the one you recommended isn't even in the top five. What specifically like drew you to that specific one for me?
Oh, I don't have any rhyme or reason. I just pick songs.
Okay,
I
it's
like.
like you shot in the dark for you, huh?
Sure. Uh, yeah, I just pick songs that I like.
What would you say for the listeners who didn't make the time to listen to the song? What do you like about that specific song?
I think it's the beat, the steady beat. It
Hmm.
doesn't start out right away. It starts out. I think it's a bass guitar, uh, and then once the drums kick in, that's my favorite part. Yeah.
Okay, I can certainly relate to an affinity for drums. Do you recall how you felt about "Vibe with Me," or did you just go through it the one time, which is okay? But
I did my homework by listening to these songs from you and your sister, but it was a while ago when I listened to Vibe with Me. I think, was there, if, if I remember correctly, was there a saxophone in that song?
there was not. No.
Yeah, there was one part that was kind of cool. That, but I'm gonna end that sentence. No, I there was a part that I remember liking. I just feel like, I mean, the instrumental side when this ongoing thing in our show is where you recommend you really did click with Briscoe, your boy Briscoe. Um, I haven't really gotten that song yet, you know, that I like from you as part of the recommendation part of the show. I haven't gotten that song yet. That song that I
The
really like.
undeniable choice. I know what you mean.
That I really like. That I really like.
Well,
That I'm gonna go ahead and whatever put on my iPod. That's kind of I think I've been trying to kind of vocalize this, but I think the mark when you know that it's a song that I like, it's gonna be on my iPod.
well,
Um,
of course, certainly so.
yeah.
But that said, I'm still not giving up on this particular song, and I want you to be sure whether you do or do not. I don't want you to I don't want you to have to be on the fence about it. I want to and I know we're gonna like still recommend each other records at the end of the episode, so I'm still gonna like select that one for the back half of the show, just so you'll know for sure when we get back to each other on episode 26.
So what? I'm sorry. Are you gonna recommend me the same song
You're
again?
goddamn right.
That's a first. Because I thought I had to take a Q-tip and clean out my ears to make sure I heard you right. Um, okay. Well, I still have it in my head, and I want to talk about another artist that
Please go
you
ahead.
rec.
We have at least another five, or we're still warming up. So go ahead.
Yeah. No, I still promised that I'm going to listen to. It's a song called "Stalling." So I have that.
Don't even
Uh,
worry about that for now.
no, I want to. I said I would.
Okay,
And then
as long as you remember where the link is.
the other thing is, I'm going to be with my family for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, both Christmases, Eve and day, and both New Year's Eve and day. So before the end of the year, and I told you that we tried watching We Like It Here by Snarky Puppy on YouTube, and we had an issue. I found a workaround. So I am definitely going to make sure my family and I've told my parents, I haven't told my brother yet, we are going to watch We Like It Here. I found a workaround, and there's not going to be an issue this time. So we are going to watch before the end of the year We Like It Here. And I'm going to try to approach it. We're going to start over because we did watch like two songs, the first two songs. One of them off the top of my head sounds like a curse word, show something, um, and the F word, but it's spelled differently. So I don't know how Snarky Puppy pronounces it. But anyway,
Confunction?
what?
What are you talking about? Are you still talking about the same release?
Yeah, the first song on We Like It Here.
Hold on, I'm gonna help you with that right now.
If it is the word function,
It
that's
is
what I
not.
have.
Hold on, I didn't realize what we were talking about, but I do now.
I mean,
Shofukan,
what?
Shofukan.
Okay. Uh, tomato, tomato. Anyway,
My God,
if you're saying the word function, that's all right.
I'm
Uh,
not. It's Shofukan. That's what the word is.
okay. Anyway, so I we listened to that song. We listened to the second song,
What about
and
me?
what's that?
Yeah, that's the name of the song. What about me?
Okay. So anyway, I think we got through two songs. Th- this is not going to be an issue. We're going to do it before the end of the year. And I'm going to try to approach it with, you know, I've already heard the audio version. Uh, oh, and by the way, I listened to, I've told you this before, and I get tired of using the word intently. So I did one of the episodes. I came up with synonyms for intently. Um, when I listen to your individual recommendations, like stalling or the one you just really you recommended me twice, um, I don't usually listen to them intently, those songs, like I do like a CD, like an album, whatever. I don't listen to albums, I listen to CDs. Albums are from the devil, CDs are from God. So anyway, and Wikipedia is from the devil too. But anyway, so I
Sawed
listen.
off.
Uh, so anyway, um, I don't. So when I listen to program music A and B from your boy Briscoe, I like saying your boy Briscoe. I listened to that intently. I gave it the time, and I'm not saying I. Yeah. So anyway, when I listen intently to those CDs, but the songs, because I kind of have a homework assignment when we give each other individual songs, and so I don't. Sometimes I kind of just rush through it, and I listen to just so I can give you a report on each of your individual songs. So I didn't listen to the last song intently, but I have listened to the CDs, uh, full CDs. We Like It Here, and then you actually gave me one back like when we first started this, and it was a CD that I read about, and it said it's a good bedroom release. You can listen to it in your bedroom.
I mean, well, bedroom release means it was made in the bedroom.
Okay, I think it was one that you don't have to listen to in a club. You can listen to it. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. So,
This is why I wanted you to write a
um,
script.
yeah. So I I I the one thing I just want to make sure you remember is I am going to have Snarky Puppy done by the end of the year. Um, you can you
Now it's in
can
stone.
yeah, set it in stone. But I'm going to try. I think what I was trying to say was I want to go into it, even though, like I said, I've listened to the audio part of it. Um, I'm going to go in with kind of, I guess you could say, fresh ears. I don't know if that's a term, but no preconceptions. I'm just going to listen to it and with my family and see if, because part of me feels like I want to just rush through it so you can give me the next, because you're not going to do that until I finish it. Uh, the next installment for the instrumental release. And for any new listeners, new ears, that's the thing with me is I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I guess I would say instrumental music is my favorite kind of music, but the cliche answer is I like all kinds of genres. Um, all kind classic rock, '90s music, grunge, alternative. Uh, I like hip hop, but that's kind of goes with the instrumental. I like the beats. Um, so, but yeah, I really do like instrumental music. That's really fun for me. So, yeah, I did. I'm gonna listen to watch. We like it here.
Before we get started, I want to like take a chance to like acknowledge all of LA's comments, starting with this one, and I can safely say LA yes because I gifted him an album that he is going to listen to later, right?
Who's L.A.?
Look at the screen, sir.
Oh, it's looking at something else. Um, says okay. So I see a question for me. I the jazz that I've gotten into is, I guess you could say, it's called smooth jazz. Not not like what Miles Davis did. I never gotten into Miles Davis, or there's a guy that passed away, I think 2 years ago, Chick Corea. He was in a super group called Weather Report. Free jazz, I think they call it. No, I like smooth jazz. I guess stuff you hear in an elevator. I'd be in the elevator and the door would open and I would just stay in there listening to that music. So no, I've never really gotten into jazz. If you consider, some people might think smooth jazz is not really jazz, but I like smooth jazz.
I have something to tell you, my friend. I have something to tell you.
Tell me.
If you like Snarky Puppy, you officially gotten into jazz.
Okay.
Everything else, I want to make sure that another question for you, sir, is would you say Deftones is an acquired taste? And I would say that I think for everybody at first glance, Deftones is an acquired taste, but like I think once upon first listen, you know whether the band is for you or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Would you
haven't.
agree?
Yeah, I haven't really finished listening to my Deftones. I listened to Around the Fur, and I. It was cool that you told me this. I think it was last episode. Yeah, it was. You said that the White album, the one that I had, was the real one because they re-released the Pony album, White
White Pony,
Pony.
yeah.
Yeah. So I can talk about that once I listen to the White Pony. I don't. I feel like I haven't heard enough yet to be able to answer that question.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, at about 20 minutes or so, we can get started on our song reviews, shall we?
Uh, the playlist.
Yes, sir. Just for the listeners who may not be aware what we're up to, we took 25 songs that we listened to at some point when we were 25. For myself, the Catr here, and Mr. and Mrs. Catr, brother Catr, and my sister. I would like to
Yeah.
start with her songs. That's okay with you.
Okay. Well, I wanted to, and because I don't think I understood exactly. I kind of broke the rules, but I don't think I understood, Professor, the homework assignment. Um,
Okay, what did you not understand? I apologize for not being clear.
oh, it's all right, and I told you this before, but I didn't. I fit the assignment the way I wanted to do it. So some of the songs are songs that came out when I was 25.
Let me stop you
So
right there. Let me
So
stop you
from
right there.
that,
Hold on.
okay.
So the songs you selected that came out the year you're 25, did you listen to them then?
Um, so like the Coldplay song. Um, if I didn't, I definitely do now with it being played all the time at the grocery store shop. Did I listen? I that was the hard part for me. I don't remember exactly what I was. I told
My
you that I
friend,
think as soon as you gave me that assignment, I don't really remember. I can't go back to back to the past to see what I was listening to. Um, but
not to spoil too much of the episode, but like I can safely say the year Viva La Vida came out, you definitely heard it, whether you intentionally sought it out, because it was an immediate hit, like right out of the gate.
okay, and then there were some songs that I started to put on the list um, that I bought from iTunes. Uh,
And that counts. That definitely counts because you bought it when you're 25.
now, I I guess that I would be listening to it if I would be connecting my iPod. Uh, and I actually only bought 6 songs in that year. Uh,
And they're all here, would you say?
no, not all of them.
Hmm.
Uh, I just picked some. Um, but yeah, let's talk about the songs.
We'll start with we're gonna
I
start
have
with
the playlist up, by the way, on my end.
good. All right, we'll start with Petrol Bliss by Choker. When I asked my sister why she made the choices she did, she gave me some extensive background, and I love what she wrote. So I'm gonna read it to you here, okay?
That's number 11 on your playlist, yeah.
Yes. So let's see here. All right, Petrol Bliss,
Oh,
2019. What's that?
I'm sorry. Can I ask why 25?
Well, it's episode 25, and I wanted to
Oh,
make a callback to it at some point, in some way, in some poetic way. You know what I mean?
okay. But why not 26?
Well, 25 is like the quarter of your life, right?
Yeah.
And it's I think it's a significant landmark for us. You know what I mean? For us to be doing this consistently for 25 episodes. Like
Yeah.
I honestly like I have a secret that I'm gonna share to you in 5 episodes or so. But like, when a person's 25, like it is very significant, and like people's taste changes around that time, or either you either like the things you enjoy, like you enjoy even more, or like you're just opening yourself up to new things. And by like making this list with you, making this list with you, your family, and my family, I've already like gained so much I wouldn't have listened to without like reaching out to y'all. So I'm very, very thankful. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right. So back
So
to what did your sister say about Choker by Petrol Bliss?
oh no, Petrol Bliss is the song. Choker is the artist.
Okay.
All right. So 2019 was the second year, was my second year of grad school. A lot of self-doubt as an artist and being poor in comparison to my classmates. I was finding my confidence as a human and as a woman. This was in this period of time was when I was in my lover girl phase. The friend I was crushing on sent me this artist. I instantly fell in love with this artist and my friend. He. So, when you heard this song, how did you feel about it?
Now I listened to that yesterday.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I remember some of the songs. I think I listened to like 8 songs yesterday. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter. But what did I have to say about that one? If I play it, uh,
Which you will not, because we'll get a copyright strike.
okay, Choker. Um, wish I remembered how I felt. What
Could you come a little
kind
closer
of
to the mic, my friend?
what's the genre of the song?
I would say, if I was being facetious, I'd say alternative R&B. But yeah, I would say it's hip hop adjacent.
I think I would give that song. Okay, I remember what about the Dijon song, but I would think the Choker song is. I would probably. It wasn't my cup of tea, if I remember correctly.
So you didn't enjoy it. Okay.
Mhm.
Why not?
Um, I'm choking right now. Just kidding. I don't remember. I told you I was gonna make sure I. Yeah, I'm really don't remember. I guess there was no hook.
Oh, we've had this conversation several times, sir. It's not that there wasn't a hook, because you don't even remember anyway. It's that you didn't enjoy the hook.
I mean, you can. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I really don't remember. But I can give you more some thoughts to some other songs. What's
Well, we'll
the
move
other
on to
song from your sister? Let's move on because
that's fine. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. One thing I will say about Petro Bliss is one of the lines that I really liked in the song. It's towards the back half when he says, "I bliss out when I need that confidence in my life, and Lord knows I need a lot more of that." And I enjoyed the song. I don't know Choker very well, and I've heard at least 3 songs by him, and I hope to get to know him a little better as the years go by. So the next song that my sister chose was "Dog Eyes" by Dijon.
Can you hold 1 minute? Just like
Certainly.
a few seconds. Hold 1 minute.
What this show needs, folks, is just some like DCMA free records just play in the background. I may have to buy the Pizzle pack by T Pain after all, just so if there's ever an nth of dead air, no one will be upset and leave the stream. A special shout out to my good friend Carlos Crawford from the Gorilla Gang podcast stopping by for a moment. I wasn't sure if this comment was directed at the Deftones or at Snarky Puppy, but I'm certain at his big age he's heard of Deftones before. So
Hi, Carlos. Um, I played. I listened to it just a little tiny bit while I was on
which song,
break.
friend?
The Pretzel Bliss, and I did not like that song. It's just not my genre, I guess.
Well, that's fine. I won't hold it against you. I promise. Let's go on to Dog Eyes by Dijon. All right.
I think it was the production. I like the production of that song.
Oh, Dog Eyes.
It was different. Yes.
That's Richard. Dijon's a really good singer. So here's what AEO had to say about Dijon,
Who?
the artist for Dog Eyes, friend.
Yeah, no, but who? Who?
My
Oh, your
sister.
sister.
Yeah,
And by the way, you haven't said it. What is your sister's name again?
I shan't.
I shan't.
Mm-mm. If folks want to know that badly, I know like she's popped into one of the streams like eons ago, but I don't know. I want to like keep things a little private. You know what I mean?
Well then, yeah, sure.
Right. So she
I was
writes.
just helping out the listeners.
Yeah, I don't want to help out the listeners in that regard specifically.
Well, they're the ones that would probably want to know. If
Yeah, and I know they want to know, and I guess I'm going to Big Brother mode. I guess.
okay. So let's get back to the Dijon song.
So AEO writes. Dijon definitely spoke to me because he is truly unfiltered in his process of making music. It's multiple layers of rawness. He sings off key but has heart. The distortion of chords flows so nicely. His music speaks to me as an artist because he's not trying to make something well packaged, but something honest. I aspire to be an artist this honest without the bullshit. Now, one thing I'll say about Dijon that I really admire. This isn't my favorite song by him. I'm very partial to the song "Cry Baby," but he has this one release that came out last year called "Absolutely," which is something I might recommend to you, Catr, because the entire album is made right there in the flesh. It's just him and all the homies at the crib creating an album. It's almost like I don't know if anything was pre-planned, but like it feels so natural. And I love that one of my favorite metal bands, Under Oath, was on the tour bus just hanging out one night, going to the next venue, watching the live performance. And I loved it's like to see that cross-pollination of genre, you know. So when you hear Dog Eyes, you said you liked the production. What else did you like about the song?
Let's I'll be right back.
Oh, I know what you're doing, sir. Go right ahead. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna pull up some lyrics for y'all because let's see, what's one thing I especially like? Yeah, like the big line is I get dog eyes when I think about you. And everyone knows like that those puppy dog eye emoji on most people's phones. In the outro, I like his if I die today, will it be without grace? Will it be violent? Will it be tame? Will it be silent? Will it be brave? I don't want to go. And I can personally relate to that because I want to live forever. So while we're waiting for our beloved co-host to redetermine how he feels about this song, I might just go looking around for some stream friendly music.
I am back.
Oh, he's already back. Never mind. How'd you feel?
So I gave you. Why do you want another answer?
I beg your pardon?
So you wanted to know why. What else I wanted to know why?
Well, besides the production, was there anything else that really jumped out at you or not? It's okay if it didn't.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
So
we have at least.
So I was going to say something else, but it's not relevant. So
very well. We'll move right along to our beloved Daniel and his selection.
Yeah, right now for this list, just for the listeners, we're doing the songs that our family members requested. We'll move on to the other parts of the playlist in future episodes.
We'll hopefully get through a good chunk today. Like best case scenario, we'll get through 10. Let's move on to song 3. Did we get a bit from Daniel about why he's picked this one, or did he just like toss it up on the fly?
Yeah, I forgot to ask everybody. My brother likes hip hop, so.
Do you like Hot in Here by Nelly?
Do I?
Yes.
It's a goofy song.
That it is. It's a classic.
But no, not really. It's not on my iPod.
You just say it's too raunchy?
No, I mean, even older people back then were singing it.
Yeah, definitely everybody. I think everyone liked that song when I was younger, except my mother. I think my mom did not like that song specifically for that reason.
Grandma's neighbor was listening to it. Your uncle's employee was listening to it. Everybody, yeah, that was a summer jam.
I would say it's a cultural touchstone, but I don't think that I would I don't think I would pick this particular Nelly song if it was my decision. But I will certainly have like good memories attached to the song, and it is cool to hear like. Well, I of course not. I don't hate this song, and it is cool that like Nelly made like a callback to Chuck Brown with "Bustin' Loose" and things of that nature. Very, very cool. Love to see like the new school like acknowledge the old school in that way. And it was cool seeing Erica Banks rise to fame by sampling this song for her big breakout record. Like yeah, like it's there. Like it's gonna be like I definitely think that when become older and like Gen Z is a little older, we're gonna make that joke of like, oh, y'all don't know nothing about this and put this song on. So
Yeah.
I certainly I'll say this. I like your parent selections a lot more than I thought I was. I didn't know what I was expecting, but like I am very pleased by their selection. Let's start with your mom, if that's cool with you.
Um, we could actually have my dad come on and say something real quick
Absolutely not.
about his song. Why not?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
We don't have the budget for it.
What
I
does
want to
that
focus on
mean?
you and me.
We had him on the 2 episodes ago.
We got
Uh,
to schedule that, John. I don't want to. I don't want to grab him. I'm like, I want to lock in on you and I.
I'm okay with it, but uh, we'll just not see eye to eye on that. So whose song do you want to talk about next?
Like I said, I'd like to start with your mother's selection, "Our House" by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah, they like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. They're big fans.
Do you?
What me?
Yeah.
I like one song of theirs. I don't. I've never listened to any of their albums all the way through, and I don't intend on it. Um, but you never say never. But no, I like one of their songs. Maybe I'll recommend it one time for you. I don't know. Um, yeah, not a big fan.
So you don't care for this song?
Um, so no, I don't. No,
Why?
but I don't hate it. It's just not going to be on my iPod.
Would you say it's boring?
I've never thought of that. I've never attached that word to that song. But now that you brought it up, maybe a little boring.
Mm. To be honest with you, like this is a song that plays at my job, and I didn't recognize it until I heard the chorus. But what I think about Our House is that it's a song that I think is good, and I feel that like my job has ruined the song for me. Like if I could hear this song like in people's homes and things of that nature, I would enjoy it way more. And I think it's a really good song. But again, like it's one of those songs that you can appreciate over big box store loudspeakers. It's like elements of the song that you could appreciate are missing when like your like phones are ringing and people are talking and stuff like that. So it's a damn shame, but like this is a quality song, and I'm thankful to your mother for like giving helping me give this song a second chance, if you will.
Okay.
We can move on to Wings with London Town. I like this song too. Did you like this song?
I've never heard it. Um,
Excuse me?
no, I that's actually an album that I'm going to be listening to one day. So
Oh,
I
you
haven't.
scared me for a second. So you heard the song at least.
No,
What?
no. I
Hey, yo. Okay, nope. We're gonna start really we're gonna table that discussion right there and save it for 26.
I really don't care.
Whoa, whoa, what is this disdain for Paul?
I don't have a disdain for Paul or Denny. He's part of. I forgot his last name. He's part of Wings. There's other people besides Paul. Yeah, he's the main attraction, but they have other members, and Linda McCartney was part of it too. Uh, so I don't have a disdain. I plan on listening to London Town, and I plan on listening to the song London Town all the way through. That's the only album I want to listen to. I know their most popular CD was Band on the Run, but uh, and I have individual songs uh, that I like from Wings, um, and maybe one day I'll recommend you. There's one specific song that I'm thinking of that I've played on repeat several times because I like that song. But yeah, I haven't listened to London Town album or song. but I'm glad you like it. I
Listen
didn't
here,
have to.
buddy.
I didn't
Listen
have to
here.
listen to my own songs. I
Listen
just
here,
had to listen
buddy.
to.
Listen here. Now, I know I specifically said I wanted to focus on the first five, like the songs that our family has recommended to us. Like I was under the assumption we only get to like five of these, and so like, man, you aren't holding your end up on the bargain. We
I
were
didn't
so
know.
close.
No, you never.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. I will certainly did. I'm gonna go through my phone right this second, live on the stream.
whatever. I've heard "Hot in Here," obviously. Uh,
Everyone's heard hot in here. That I wasn't worried about that.
okay. You weren't worried about anything, but
Hey,
uh,
I'm worried about a lot of stuff. Don't get me. Don't put those words in my mouth.
I'm not talking. I'm talking. No, don't change the subject. I'm talking about specifically. Uh, you weren't worried that was that I didn't understand the assignment, um, but I actually do kind of recalling you to tell me to listen to. I to my parents and my brother's song, but I wasn't going to compromise my music project by uh, changing it and listening to London Town because I want to listen to that CD all the way through, all the
You
way
know what?
through.
Then I need then something's got to change about the list. Then, if that's the case,
Uh,
we'll
so
we'll discuss these changes off air. But man,
and
and
I
I'll even
cheated.
shoot you some. I'll even say what?
I cheated. Um, the switch
No,
with the
sir.
song.
No, sir. You did not. No, sir. You did not.
I'm
Trust
gonna
me.
switch
I don't
foot.
think that you. I'm like let
Ha ha ha
accept
ha.
the bail that I'm shooting you, sir. Accept the bail.
I don't know. I've never been in jail, so jail and bail. No, I don't know. I'm bailing on this subject.
Okay, since you have not heard that song, and since it's like it's that specific record is part of a previous engagement to you, I'll like we'll just like sidestep that. We can talk about what of mine, and then we'll go back to your list. Okay.
Whatever you want to do. This is your baby.
Let's just start at the top. Did you listen to what? How do you feel about "Romanticized" by Shayla?
Let me see. Where is this? Oh yeah, that's a good. That's a cool song. That was a cool song. So that's your other song. That's your song, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Well, we were only doing family members.
Yeah, but like we can't do your dad's selection because like you have to listen to the whole project first.
I didn't. I didn't. I sort of. Okay, whatever. So this is a fill-in. Yeah, I like Shayla. It was a good upbeat song. Yeah.
I'm thankful for that. It's like I think it's kind of a lost gem in a sea of indie pop. So I'm very thankful that you enjoyed that one at least.
Yeah, I've never heard of Shayla.
Yeah, prior to this song, I hadn't either, but I have heard of the label that put out the song, so
I
that's
thought you
cool.
were. I'm going to do an impression of you. I thought you were going to go, what? What? You've never heard of Shayla before? What?
Oh, sawed off. Like it's
Is that a clean
I'm gonna give
version
you a,
of "Fu"?
I'm I'm gonna give you a hard time when like it's something like I don't know like Eagles or something like that. But yeah, it's quite clear that like the public is not familiar with Bon
Eagles.
Sheila.
What's Eagles?
You know the Eagles.
Never heard of them.
Okay, you're just being facetious. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. My parents love the Eagles. The reason did a Freudian slip there was my parents. I think other people have said this that the Eagles are the American version of the Beatles.
I disagree completely. We have the Beach Boys for that.
I'm telling you what my parents said. I don't. I'm not telling you my opinion. But yes, I've heard of Eagles. So, yeah, Shayla was an upbeat song, and yeah, I've never heard of Shayla. Um, you want to do the Animal Collective song?
Nah, we'll do mine later. I just wanted to make sure I filled in like the gap that was missing. I want to focus on some of yours. I specifically want to talk about the Wigs, Los Campesinos, Switchfoot, the UGK record, and Golden Earring. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, what I was saying, and you didn't want to hear it, but I cheated with the Switchfoot because you'll have to remind me of the name of the album that Meant to
The
Live
Beautiful
is from.
Letdown.
Beautiful Letdown, yeah. Meant to Live, the one that I chose, was from a greatest hits that came out in the year that I was 25. So it came after Beautiful Letdown. So,
Brother, that's not cheating.
all right.
Yeah, man, don't
Brother.
shoot yourself in the foot. You're good.
Well, that makes me feel better. But, I also bent the rules with the other songs. So,
Hey, I won't hear I won't hear any more about it. At least you like know at least you listen to those songs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh, by the way, a couple episodes ago, because
What's that?
one of the songs on the list is "Got You Where I Want You" by the Flies,
Yeah.
um, and that wasn't the last record that I listened to. The last one was "Comedians You Should Know," which is a comedy album. So I just
Oh,
wanted
we
to
know that.
set the pun intended, set the record straight. So, which one of
Duly
my
noted.
songs do you want to talk about?
Let's start with "Right Hand on My Heart" by the Wags. I was surprised how much I liked this song. Why'd you pick this one?
Because it came out in the year when I was 25.
But what do you like about it? Would you say?
Oh, it's upbeat. I mean, it's you can definitely nod your head to that song.
Yeah,
Got
it's lit.
energy.
Yeah, I was really surprised how much I enjoyed that one. That's a really good one. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm going to come back to that one for sure.
What else did you? I'm doing an impression of you.
No, but like honestly, like for real, like the production on the drums is really good. And that's what I like about the song, honestly. And that really like hooked me in.
I first heard that song when they were promoting it, and I want to say speedy recovery to Jay Leno, who got seriously burned in a car uh, when he was working on his car. But I did see the Wigs perform that song on Jay Leno when he had his show.
Ah, okay.
So
Good
that was
old late night
probably back in
performances.
that year when I was 25.
Bada bing. Let's move on to Los Campesinos. Like I really like this Yumi dancing record. I've heard of the band. When you're in the hipster spaces, you hear about this band all the time. I never gave them any chances, but I really like this one.
It was in a beer commercial.
Ah, well, cheers to you. Like I really, really enjoy that one in particular. Like that's gonna go on some playlists in the future for me.
Okay.
Dang. We're speeding through these, aren't we? Tell me about Golden Earring. I never heard of that band before. Well,
Their most popular hit is Radar Love, which is
I bet
like
you I've heard that on the radio someplace.
it's like a classic rock staple.
Hmm.
And this, I mean, kind of like the Nelly song. And by the way, I do have Nellyville, the record, and so I intend to listen into that one all the way through. But Radar Love is it's okay. It's not on my iPod. Like Hot in Here is not on my iPod. It's okay. But this song, uh, Twilight Zone, which is their '80s release, um, is better than Radar Love. I might get some crap, take some crap for that, but definitely better. And on the radio, I don't know if they play the long version. I know I've heard it edited, um, on the radio, but I don't know if they ever play the long version as well. But it's definitely better than Radar Love, and I like the '80s song. So, what were your thoughts on it?
Usually, like most people in the world, like you see a song that's like almost 8 minutes in length, you're thinking, bruh, this is gonna be mid. But I was sitting in bed listening
It's
to
going to
it.
be what?
Mid,
Explain yourself.
right? You don't have like that kind of like weed vernacular in your
What kind of vernacular?
weed friend.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed. No.
Neither do I, but like listening to the records I listen to, like it's normal. It is what we would say common nomenclature at this point.
Okay, you lost me. Just explain what mid means.
Okay, so like say you get a bag of weed and like you're
No,
smoking it and
no, I
like
don't. I have you lost me right away.
oh hush, but like you get the bag of weed, you're smoking this weed and like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Or rather, sure it'll get you high, but you're not enjoying yourself. You know what I mean?
It's not do. It's not giving you the required
If anything, it's like
result.
you're not getting what you paid for. You know what I mean? It's like
You're not getting much bang for your buck.
yeah, like mid is like saying, you know what I mean?
So looking at the song length makes you think of smoking weed. No, it
No,
makes
not
you think.
necessarily smoking weed, but just like an 8 minute song from a band you're not familiar with gives you a pause. It's like, yo, I don't know if like I'm ready to invest like 10 minutes of my time on a song I may not like, but like I had to listen to all 25 of these songs, and so it's like, okay, let me take it. Let's do what we intended to do, and I'll listen to this new band and this new song for me. And I turn it on, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I enjoy myself the entire time. Like,
Awesome.
it held my attention.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would go ahead and listen to a song if I saw it was that long. But I'm glad you like it. So what do you want to do next?
Right on. How many songs have we done so far? We got through Right Hand,
At least 7.
Dancing. All right, let's do two more. Let's do Mental Live, and we'll close on UGK.
What's the second to last?
Mental Live. Let's talk about this Switchfoot record.
Oh yeah, it's. I actually don't. I mean, it's okay. I like the main guitar thing. It was just kind of struggling to find a song to put on the playlist. I kind of like the guitar, and this song was actually. I think it's the second song from that record that was more of a hit. This one wasn't as big as the second song. I don't even have the record in front of me. Uh, Beautiful letdown, you say?
Yeah, it's a really great album. It's one of the first songs I bought with my own money.
Just hold your horses, sir. So it's was it dancing? Oh wow. It was um. So there's the deluxe version of it, but this is no. This is your life. More Than Fine was a hit, I
It
think.
was not.
Okay. Dare You to Move. That was the bigger hit than Meant to Live.
Yeah, like this album had three big songs.
This album, I mean.
Yeah.
So I think the Beautiful Letdown. I don't remember that song, but I think that's on that greatest hits. Yeah, like I said, I like the. And if you're on Switchfoot's iTunes page, they're all in the water, fully clothed. Well, we don't know about below. Uh, and actually, their album, yeah, they had that's kind of their commercial when they became. That's when they became commercial with the that album.
A household name, yeah, definitely. But then as soon as like after the second album, like no one gave a damn, unfortunately. But you know how it goes.
My, I know they had a hit from Vice Versus, which is something horses,
Dark
or I think it's
Horses.
called Horses. Dark Horses. Um, but the best yet, that was the one that I pulled it from. The Beautiful Letdown is is the last song on the CD's, the greatest hits. So that was a hit. Meant to Live, Dare You to Move, and I don't know any other songs that are on this greatest hits. But yeah, like I said, I like the I kind of like the guitar part from Meant to Live. What are your thoughts? That's the
Yeah,
song that you said you bought with your own money.
about the album, yeah. This album changed my life, and I don't know where I'd be without it. And I'll leave it at that. Honestly, I want to
Oh, you should say more. That's a pretty uh, epic statement there. But
well,
it's
like I was in
again,
middle.
it's your baby.
Yeah, I was in middle school, and so like just really like sinking my teeth into rock and roll. Like I listened to that song a lot, listened to that album a lot, and I'm very thankful for it. And I'm glad they're still together because a lot of bands from that time period don't always like aren't able to like eke out a living, and but they're like their adjacencies of like Christian rock has like kept them afloat all these years. So um I want to close with this UGK record. Let me ask you a personal question, Mr. Catr. Do you want to get married?
Um, it's pretty personal. Uh, do I want to choose? Haha. Somebody. I don't know. Never really thought about it.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't. I definitely do not. But I love going to weddings, and this video, like the music video for this song, is a classic. This song is a classic. One of the best beats in hip hop ever. Rest in peace to Pimp C. Um, yeah, this song is it's I love posse cuts. Like posse cuts in hip hop mean a lot to me personally, and like it's one of like Andre's best verse ever. And I my only regret with Big Boy in general is that like he's put out at least three interesting solo projects that I feel like are underrated and didn't like really get their fair due. And shout out to Bun B because he has a cool burger joint that I want to visit someday. All right, here's a
And there
question.
was a
You first. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, I think I cheated on that one too because the original release, I you put a different version on. I think on
I put the
the
original up. You had like the chopped and screwed version.
I've never heard that version, but it came out in the year I was 25.
Gotcha. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, Dang, like we got through these really quickly. I kind of want to wrap. I kind of want to wrap early if that's okay with you.
What are you thinking? What time?
Like the live counter is at like 58 minutes. Like unless I don't really have much more to say in regards to the list right now. Do you know what you wanted to recommend me this time?
I do not.
That's absolutely fine, honestly. I
I've been struggling with that, trying to
That's
figure that
okay.
out.
Um
If you want
today
to give me a song, I can. While you're doing that, I can think of look for a song.
nah, like I'm still holding true to like
Oh
making
yeah,
a
you already recommended the
yeah, I
song.
want you to
That's right.
re-listen to Vibe with me, so I know for sure how you feel about it for next episode.
Well, if you recommend me a song, gosh darn it, I have to recommend
You
you a
don't
song.
have to, sir. There, you don't have to. I promise that you don't. There's
Who
something I
said?
want. Hmm?
I said, who said?
I did.
Yeah, of course you did.
No. Today is a holiday, and but today's both a well, not a holiday. Today's a very special day, and something very uh sad happened this morning as well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so I wanted to like acknowledge that here. Today is the Transgender Day of Remembrance. At least 32 people have been murdered who are trans here in America. And late last night over in Colorado, there was a shooting at a queer nightclub, and 5 people are dead. And
Oh,
the perpetrator has been captured, but it's been a really hard year for folks in the queer community. And I wanted to like acknowledge that on Maine. And I feel like a good way, and like, like unless like you like if people are like involved like in like significant political spaces or social spaces, what are like everyday people like you and me supposed to do, right? And I think like the least we can do is at least just take a moment of silence for 5 minutes. And so I'm going to turn off the mics, and while like we're just like hanging out here quietly thinking of those who lost their lives, like it's very easy to like find sources online of the folks who are no longer with us, who are taken away by hateful others. Like think about how you want to like show love to your community and those who are more marginalized than yourself, listeners. So with
okay.
that said, it's 1:11. I'm gonna turn up the mics and turn them back on at 1:16.
Okay.
Rest in power to those who were killed, who were unjustly killed.
Okay.
We to For the families who lost those late night and on Saturday in Colorado, may the lives lost be blessings to those who knew and loved them. Let's take a moment of silence. Okay. Thanks everybody. Sincerely, thank you. You know, we do this music show because we're very passionate for the art form, and yeah, I sincerely still believe to this day that art and music are the only things that are going to save this species, that are going to save this planet. And so, I'm thankful to be doing to contribute in some small way to like the protection and like passion for that art form. And frankly, I wouldn't want to listen to music anymore if it didn't if it meant that somebody else who looked like me or if anyone were excluded from music, I wouldn't want to like listen to music anymore. And so keeping that in mind, I think we're gonna wrap up the show. And thank you, Living Abstraction, for being here with us for this time. Uh our listeners who may like hear this like later in the week or in the year, when you wake up in the morning, you know, you wash your hands, you brush your teeth. Please look in the mirror, look yourself straight in the eye, and tell yourself that you love yourself. Please know that the Catr and the Kenard love you as well in the most platonic and supportive way possible. I'm gonna pop on mic. I'm gonna pop on cam just for a minute, so I can do this next call to action. Drink more water.
Yes. Well, he's drinking water. I would like to say, drink more water. Oh, nice throw.
Thank you.
And that was a good thing you did for the 5 minutes. Yeah, take care of yourself. Uh, yes, you are important. So take care of yourself, and we will be back for our 26th episode.
I'm hoping for a late December release. I was thinking about it for days and days. I'm like, oh, do we want to do the Christmas episode before Christmas or after Christmas? I think we should do it after Christmas. And I'd love to do it on December 26th, but seeing as we're both in a specific kind of field, we're probably gonna have to go to work on that day.
Well, you and I will talk.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I'd love to get you a gift for Christmas.
Okay. Why don't you get
Yay.
me Kind of Blue by Miles Davis? Ha ha ha.
Hush. Very funny. Ha ha, indeed.
It's not.
Um,
That's not that funny. But go ahead.
oh, yeah, dog. As always, like we appreciate your time. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. And so we will see you after Thanksgiving. Please know we are especially thankful to all of you. Please consider like learning more about the indigenous communities all over the country. They need our support more than ever. And so I think we'll wrap after that. You know how we feel, folks. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Brown Lives Matter, and you matter too. And so Michael, the Catr Freeman, please say goodbye to the people out there.
Say goodbye to the people. People. Bye.
Godspeed.